Alright, so sorry my phone interrupted that. We're gonna go back, and so I was just showing how, we're just going in and we're trying to fade this into the back. It's gonna be going from dark to light. See, this kind of reproduces the brushing effect that I originally used to create the scales without destroying that texture that I want to keep of the scales. And then as this gets less, because I use it on the darker, then I can come in and use it on this one to kind of add some highlights in that area right there. And still bring forth a little bit of the shape. For that eye, I'm not very happy. This face is probably going to be redone quite a bit. I mean, I like the sharp edges, the hair and the whiskers, so to speak. But what I don't like is this muzzle is incomplete and that eye is too small. So what I'd like to do, see if I can erase some of this. So I'm going to use an eraser and free me up some space to draw with. A tip. Blow first, then blow, or you'll blow spit all over your deal. But sometimes you can wipe away erasers or have canned air, but when you start wiping with your hand on this type of medium, you're going to start actually putting it back on. So you want to make sure, and this is good because you really don't want to rest your arm. This is how we all learn how to draw at first, but you don't want to do that. You want to be away, you want those free strokes, you want that arm free. That's why you draw standing up. That's how you really learn. One of my teachers taught me that. It's helped immensely. So I'm just going to go in there with that eye, need some area so the green will show. It's just a basic start. I might have to do these in like 10 to 15 minute increments. I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go along, guys, and hopefully it'll improve as I go. That's the plan anyway. I want to see a bit more mouth, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now, had I known what I was going to do with this originally, I would have red washed this paper. I would have dyed it red and got a really cool texture out of it and then put this on top, but or what we got. That's part of art. It's being able to take many things and put them together on the fly and still make it congeal. So what I want to do now, I don't want to add the paint yet. I really do, because I know that green's going to pop it, but I don't want to do it yet. I want to start fleshing this face out just a little bit so I can start with. This is an ebony pencil. I highly recommend. Prismacolor makes them. They're ebony. Everybody needs one of these. They're almost like charcoal. They're dark. They blend well. I don't know if you can see that, but they can help me bring out some of the shadows that I want, laying the groundwork for his muzzle right here. Now, this whole area is almost too dark to even do anything with, so to speak. So what I can do, because it's this type of medium, you can almost lighten it by just patting it with an eraser or your hand or whatever. I'm going to try a rubber eraser. Buy a bunch of these. These are awesome. when they're new, you get a hard edge. As they wear down, you get different sizes, and you can actually use them as a brush. When you work with charcoal, you'll learn erasers are brushes. So this is my old rubber eraser, never been used. Basically silly putty. What I'm going to do is I'm pressing, I'm not rubbing. I'm doing a little bit of a twist, but I'm just trying to lighten this whole area up. Because my dark marks aren't going to show for my guidelines if I don't. You can also use these in different ways. I mean, just experiment with your tools. Experiment with everything like that. That's how you learn. Don't ever be afraid to experiment. So now I can go back in, and you may not be able to see it. I'm sorry if you can't. But now I can go back in and I can add some of what I wanted to add earlier. So I don't want his face appeared in shadow. So you can throw a highlight just with an eraser. There, now I got something better to work with. Throw out my willow. Ebony again. So I really want to get that nose in there. It's just not wanting to come through. We'll get it. There you see it. I know I'm breaking my own rule, but I'm doing this so you can see. Learn the rules, then break them as required. Still not wanting to lose that eye. They're going to be glowing. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning this up to get ready for more. There we go. That's what was missing. Still need to lighten that muzzle.